contemporary artist Dion Archibald once said that, like many artists, I have struggled with the notion of art as a business. That is what we focus on at Americans for the Arts. I want to welcome you all and wish you a good afternoon. I'm glad that you're here for our informational presentation. My name is LIllie Bruner.
Simona.
And we are Events and Promotions Coordinators with Americans for the Arts. If I could direct your attention to the board. Our mission statement with the company is to serve, advance, and lead the diverse networks of organizations and individuals who cultivate, promote, sustain, and support the arts in America. The purpose of this presentation is to encourage you, our prospective clients, to utilize our company's capabilities to foster economic and artistic growth in your community. Just a quick run through of what we'll be covering in our presentation today. We'll be going through the history of the company, our current actions, and our future plans. I'm going to pass it off to my colleague Nahomi so that she can go over the history of the company with you.
So we are the nation's leading nonprofit organization in advocacy for arts and arts education. We were founded in 1960 by 8 men who had a passion for art. They believe that every American should have access to arts and arts education. Our organization has 6 name changes. We started as a community arts council, and then in 1996, we merged with NALA, or National Assembly of Local Arts Agencies, and became American for the Arts. Our goal was to increase participation and access to the arts, so we merged, created, or helped founded different organizations that would help us to achieve this goal. In our first 3 years as an organization, we took the nation's known 54 art agencies and took that to over 110. We created a public policy agenda where we focused on art legislation or anything related to arts as law, lobbying, or public policy. We focused on art integration in school curriculum, as well as how we can increase access to the arts for people with disabilities. We also help local art agencies with any needs they may have, such as professional development or leadership training. And according to the president of the National Assembly of Countries, Linda Gordon, she says we are an invaluable partnership because we can show how art can affect the community, not just culturally or academically, but also economically. Here are just a few of our many partners and some resolutions that we have accomplished with them. And according to the President of the United States Conference of Mayors, Michael Nutter, he says that after partnering with us, he has seen many changes. He saw neighborhoods becoming more vibrant, cities becoming tourist destinations, as well as businesses being able to retain and attract new business. So we currently working with several different partners, organizations, and artists to bring attention and change into art integration within the nation. Now I'm going to pass it off to Simona to talk about our current actions and goals.
Nowadays, we serve individual philanthropy stakeholders, but also a huge range of organizations. Basically, our action is to create a special environment in which art can thrive, making our communities more vibrant and creative. As my colleague said before, we also developed some private and public policies, and we also focus on the creation of individual awareness of the arts and arts education. Finally, we focus every day on ensuring the operational stability of our organization and its ability to respond to all new challenges and opportunities. We can, our goals, we have 4 important goals, which are advocate, because we strongly believe in the art as a solution of the problems which constantly afflict our nation. Research, because it's thanks to our research that we can be able to demonstrate how much the art is important to our education, to our social awareness, and also to our economy. Connect, because we have a great network that you can easily use to find out every possibility and challenges. And finally, lead, which is the imperative I prefer, because it's becoming a leader with us, that you can be a highly valuable research for the Americans and to provide access to the art. In fact, our leaders are strengthening their communities thanks to the help of professionals in the field and thanks to their tools they are improving their efforts. Now I'll pass it on to my colleague LIllie, who is going to explain you the future of our organization.
Thank you. Our future plans for the organization are primarily to further the 4 pillars that my colleague talked about in the previous slide. These are all things that will be undertaken in order to secure the position of the arts in the community and to further the relationship between arts and business. 4 of these examples are the Arts Action Fund, which is primarily existing in order to ensure that every child everywhere has access to a high-quality arts education. The National Marketing Project is arts-centric, individualized marketing and marketing training and webinars, and it's basically the primary focus of the company as a whole. And so this is probably one of the most important of our 4 future projects because it really contributes to the mission statement that we mentioned previously. The partnership movement is an initiative undertaken by AFTA to communicate to business executives that partnering with the arts can be beneficial to them. It's basically communicating that business is reconcilable with art. The animating democracy is probably the most interesting because it takes on a political undertone. It's the strategy and development with the intent of advancing arts within the community, which ties into one of the 4 pillars talking about public and private sector policies. So that one's going to be pretty promising. For the conclusion, I'm going to pass you off to my colleague Nahomi once again.
Thank you. So to sum up, we talked about our history by telling you about how we got started and what we got involved with. We talked about our current actions and goals by mentioning the 4 pillars of our organization, and we talked about our future plans by telling you about things we plan on getting involved in or starting. And we hope that you will partner with us to promote and sustain art in your community, because remember, you can't spell earth without art.